Welcome to the presentation on elasticity. I am Ms.K.Janani, Assistant Professor, St.Joseph's College for Women, Tirupur. These are the objectives of this video. Elasticity, deformation, types of deformation, elasticity versus plasticity, stress, strain, types of strain, Hooke's law, activity and learning outcome, references. What is meant by elasticity? Elasticity is a branch of solid mechanics that deals with the elastic behavior of solids. It is the property of the materials to return to their original shape and size after the forces deforming them have been removed. The property of a body to regain its original state or condition on removal of the applied forces is called elasticity. Quartz fiber is the best example of an elastic body. What is meant by deformation? The change in shape of a body caused by the application of force is known as deformation. It is proportional to the stress applied within the elastic limit of the material. It can also be called as bending, twisting, or distortion. A body can be deformed by the suitable application of the external forces on it. Types of deformation. Do you know what are the types of deformation? There are two types of deformation. Number 1, elastic deformation. Number 2, plastic deformation. Elastic deformation is a deformation which is reversible, and plastic deformation is characterized by a permanent deformation. There are two branches in solid mechanics. They are elasticity and plasticity. Now we discuss the differences between elasticity and plasticity. Elasticity is the property of a material or an object to resume its normal shape after being stretched or compressed. Plasticity is the quality of being easily shaped or molded. In elasticity, the deformations are reversible. In plasticity, the deformation is irreversible. Materials showing elasticity do not break quickly apart when stretched. Material showing plasticity breaks apart quickly when stretched. By dealing with the topic of elasticity, the force is in the form of stress and the changes observed in the substance are in the form of strain. Now, the stress is defined as force per unit area. Stress is represented by sigma, which is equal to force by area, which is equal to F by A. Its unit is Newton by meter square. The dimensional form of stress is M, L power minus 1 and T power minus 2. Strain. When a deforming force is applied, there is a change in length, shape or volume of a body. The ratio of change in any dimensions to its original value is called strain. Strain is represented by epsilon, which is equal to change in length by original length, which may be in any dimensions. So, in case of length, delta L by L naught, where delta L is the change in length and L naught is the original length of the substance. Types of strain. There are three types of strain. They are tensile or longitudinal strain, volume strain and shear strain. What is meant by tensile strain? It is nothing but the change in the length of the body per unit original length of the body is known as longitudinal strain. Longitudinal strain is equal to small l by capital L, where small l is the change in length and capital L is the original length of the body. Volume strain. Change in volume of the body per unit original length of the body is known as volume strain. Volume strain is equal to dV by V, where dV is the change in volume and V is the original volume of the body. Shear strain. The ratio of relative displacement of any layer to its perpendicular distance from the fixed surface is known as shear strain. Shear strain is equal to X by L. Hooke's law. Within the elastic limit, the stress is directly proportional to strain. That is, stress by strain is equal to E, where E is the constant called modulus of elasticity. Its unit is Newton per meter square. An object exerted by a force, such pulling force causes the change in length. If the amount of elongation is small compared to the length of the object, then Hooke's law states that the change in length is proportional to the applied force. That is, F is equal to K del L. These are the activity for the topic of elasticity. Take a rubber material, apply an external force in the form of heat and observe what are the changes in it. Learning outcome. By learning the topic of elasticity, we know the elastic properties and their limits, and the stress factors are used in cranes to lift the heavy loads. These are some of the references for the topic of elasticity. Mechanics, Properties of Matter and Sound by R. Murugesan. Thank you.